Hello, Brian. Welcome. Welcome
Hi.
to Intermediate 2.
Oh,
You're
that's a
start
surprise.
you're starting a new level.
Yes, I
How do
am
you feel
fine.
about it?
Good, good. I'm feeling good in this moment. I am feeling bad because I am alone in the class. So you will do all the answers to me.
All the questions. You will
All the questions,
answer
all
all
the
the
answers,
questions.
the response to all the questions.
Okay. Yeah. You will have a personalized class, so we'll be interacting a lot. So this is the
Yes.
second virtual session for week 1 because when you activated intermediate 2. I have already programmed the first session. So let's focus on today. Today we are
Okay.
going to talk about modals. Okay? First
Yeah.
part of the class, we will talk about past modals and phrasal modals of obligation. How to express things that you are supposed to do or what is
Okay.
expected from you in certain contexts.
Okay.
And models with multiple uses, we are going to see that we have several models, and according to the model, we are going to have a function.
Okay.
So let's start with this reading. I'm going to read the first paragraph, then you read the second, and then I read the
Okay.
third one. Okay?
Okay.
How did I get myself into? Sorry, what? What did I get myself into? 3 mistakes that led to big messes. Alicia from Tepic, Mexico. I was supposed to be studying for a math test this weekend, but my friends made me go to the beach with them instead. I mean, I didn't have to go with them, but I did. Now the test is in 2 hours and I'm totally unprepared. I should have stayed home and studied.
Oh, okay. A big mistake.
Yeah.
This in high school, I had to wear a uniform, so I didn't have a lot of fashionable clothes. When I started college, I thought I needed to have more, so I wasted a lot of money on trendy outfits. But I really shouldn't have done it. Now I'm broke.
It they both sound like teenagers committing mistakes of teenagers. Okay, I lost you. Are you there? I can't listen to you or see you. Are you there? Can you listen to me or not? Hey, Brian, are you there?
If you if
Yeah,
you listen.
yeah. I
Oh,
I heard all your reading. You just finished, and then I lost you. I was
oh,
waiting for you to continue.
okay, okay, okay.
Okay. Now, Melanie from Toronto, Canada. We weren't supposed to cook in our dorm rooms, but I had a microwave anyway. The cafeteria was right next door, so I really didn't need to have it. Anyway, I got caught making popcorn last week, and the school took the microwave away.
Um,
Yes, they three sound like teenagers or really
yes,
young people.
yes.
So,
With bad ideas in their minds.
yes. But what is interesting here is this. What is interesting here is this. The modal verbs and the
Mhm.
phrasal modals. For example, in the case of Alicia, she was supposed. I was supposed to be studying. That's one of the expressions that we are going to learn today.
Okay.
Here, I didn't have to go, so it wasn't mandatory. It was not an obligation, so it was optional. She didn't have to go. And finally, the
I should have. Yeah.
I should have stayed home. We notice that all of them are using these expressions in order to show regret.
Yes.
So they are talking about regrets, but they are also talking about how things should have been. So possibilities in the past,
Okay.
regrets, possibilities in the past, and also expectations in the past. What
In the
was
past.
expected? It was expected for Alicia that she was home studying. Now,
Okay.
Kenichi, which expressions can you find there?
I had to wear a uniform. I don't know if correct the pronunciation. Uniform or uniform?
Uniform is right. What is the pronunciation that
Okay.
is wrong is this one, where. No,
Okay.
this is
Where?
not an E sound, where
Oh,
I had.
where?
Perfect. I
I had
had to use, I have to wear, sorry, I had to wear uniform.
where I
Is the opposite of I didn't have.
I
They are.
didn't have. Yeah.
So in
And
this case,
nowadays,
wearing uniform was mandatory. It wasn't
mm,
an option, it was mandatory.
yes.
Okay, which other?
I didn't have.
Mhm.
I didn't have a lot of
No, no, no.
fashionable
In
clothes.
this case, that is only a past expression.
Okay.
In that
Okay.
case,
Okay.
is the fact that he didn't have that type of clothes.
Okay. 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 I got it.
Mhm.
So, I I needed to have more.
Very good.
I needed to have more.
He thought he needed to have more fashionable clothes. And finally, the regret.
I shouldn't have. I really shouldn't have done it.
Shouldn't have done it. Very good. Melanie, we weren't supposed to cook in our dorm rooms, but I had a microwave anyway. I didn't need to have it. The opposite, so I needed to have more.
I needed.
I
Yes.
didn't need to have more. So these three situations show us what's the purpose of these past modals and phrasal modals. All of them are talking about obligation, things that we have or don't have to do.
Okay.
Remember, when we talk about obligation in present, we use have to, should, need to.
Have to, need
Yes,
to,
need to,
and
must,
should, must,
should, and must.
should, must. Okay.
We use those ones in present when we want to talk about things that we are supposed to do.
Yeah.
Now we are talking about things that we were supposed to do in the past. So
Oh,
should have, was supposed to, had to, and need to all describe obligations in the past, although they have slightly different uses. Again, when talking about modals, many times we talk about levels, and here we also use levels, or they sound similar, but they express slightly
Okay,
different ideas. So
okay,
can
okay.
you read the examples, please?
I should have stayed home and studied. Well, and this is like he use should is is not mandatory, but is like a recommendation, for example.
Check what says in the bracket. It was a good idea, but I
But
didn't do it.
okay,
It was a good idea. Staying home and studying is a good idea, but I didn't do it.
okay. The next one. I supposed to be studying this weekend. It was expected, but I didn't do it.
Very good.
I have to wear a uniform. We were forced to do this. Okay,
So it
second
was
week.
mandatory.
Mandatory, yes. I didn't have to go with my friends, but I did. There was no obligation. There
So
was no obligation. Okay.
so I did it because I wanted.
Okay. Okay, only when you when we use had is like obligation. Had to. Yes. Okay.
Sorry, can you repeat that one?
What? Okay. I didn't have to go with my friends, but I did. There was no obligation.
Yeah,
And the last one, I thought I needed to have more clothes. I thought this was necessary. Okay.
yeah. So when I say needed to, it's because in my mind,
It's a good idea.
I consider it is a good idea and is necessary, but it's not mandatory. Nobody is making me doing that.
Okay. 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 I got it. No obligation. Suppose it was expected. Supposed.
So here we have seen how to interpret these expressions. Now we are going to choose the answer for these expressions here to analyze if you are getting the meaning right. Okay?
Okay. So the first one, I shouldn't have invited them. I guess is a regret. So is B. I invite them.
So you invited.
Yeah, I invited them.
Mhm.
That was a secret. You weren't supposed to tell anyone. You told someone.
Very good.
Third, we didn't have to study for the test. We forgot to study.
Okay, in this case, sorry, I was looking for the X.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
In this case, we didn't have to study for the test. We were
Okay.
prepared. So they studied, but it wasn't necessary.
Okay. 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 Got it. I know Jane didn't like my cooking, but she didn't need to be so rude about it. So Jane was rude to me.
Very good. Jane was rude to me. Okay, so far, questions
No, the
about
third question
grammar.
was the third question is illogical. Is we didn't have to study. Oh, we didn't have to study.
Yeah, I mean, think in this scenario. You arrived to university, I don't know, on Monday morning, and you didn't go out because you were studying because I don't know, it was challenging, and you spent all weekend studying with a friend. And finally, when you two arrived to the classroom, you realize that there is no exam, or
Okay,
the
or the
exam.
teacher don't the teacher didn't go to the class, for example.
Yeah, okay, we didn't have to study, it wasn't necessary. Or maybe the teacher says, okay, you can solve the exam with your book open.
Okay, okay, that's
So you will have all the answers at hand it wasn't necessary to spend that much time.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay, okay, I got it.
Yeah. Or for example, talking about the context of concerts. Imagine that you arrive really early to make the line to enter the
Okay,
concert because you are worried about getting a good place. And then you realize that they are numbered places. Like everybody has their
uh,
seat
or
assigned.
or or there is a good logistic. For example,
Mhm.
you don't need to wait a long time.
So we didn't have to arrive
To arrive
too early. It wasn't
well.
necessary.
Okay, okay.
Clear now?
Yes, clear, clear.
Okay. Here, you are going to see what I was telling you about levels, because
Okay.
some modals and phrase modals of obligation are stronger than others.
Yeah.
They are strong. Some are stronger than others. So a strong obligation to
Have
show
to.
that there was no choice about doing the action. When there was no choice, we use had to.
Have. Okay.
Must is not used in the past.
Okay. 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 Okay.
For example, my parents had to go to school on Saturdays when they were
Uh,
kids.
so rude. So rude. No, I
So hard?
so hard. Yes. For example, in the university, I had the English class on Saturdays, and I say, I don't want to go.
Mm. Yes, but it was not an option. I mean, you had to. Expectation. There was a general expectation that an action was the action could be required or prohibited.
Well, prohibited.
So you were expected to do it or you weren't supposed to do it.
Okay. Okay.
So she was supposed to talk to her professor after class, but she probably didn't. So, or he wasn't supposed to drive the car to school, but he probably did.
Okay. 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 Okay.
Advisability. There was a good idea or a correct action in particular situation, but it was or it was not done.
Okay.
Examples. He should have taken better notes in class. So in this case, that was the good idea or the
Yeah.
correct action, but
Okay.
it was not done. She shouldn't have bought such an expensive jacket, but she did. So the correct action or the good idea in that particular situation was not to buy
By
the
such an
jacket.
expensive jacket. Okay.
Necessity. The action was considered to be necessary or unnecessary. However, unlike had to, there is a choice about doing or not doing the action. La diferencia entre need to y had to, sí, es que need to es mandatory, es obligation, o sea, no es negociable, ¿sí? Es
Mm-hmm.
algo que se tenía que hacer, mientras que el need to se consideraba necesario, pero no obligatorio.
Okay.
For example, going to school is mandatory for kids,
Okay.
but getting excellent grades is only necessary if you want a scholarship, for example.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So if I really want the scholarship, I say, okay, I need it to get good grades.
Okay.
The option is the option here. The choice is not getting such a good grades, just normal grades, and then you pay for the rest of your education.
Okay. Okay. The
So
difference is there is a choice in
yeah,
the had to.
there's no
There is
choice.
no choices. That choice.
Mhm. I needed to make an appointment with the counselor. I didn't need to buy the textbook, but I thought it looked interesting.
No. Okay.
And finally, no obligation. There is complete choice about doing the action. So the action is completely up to you. I didn't have to take piano lessons, but I wanted to. I
Okay.
didn't more pairs of shoes, but I wanted them.
Okay. Okay.
So, any questions about past modals and phrasal models?
No. No, teacher. All is clear.
Okay. So now,
We will have a test. Oh.
yeah, not a surprise. Because the structure in our classes here at Smart, remember, we have first it could be a reading or a game or a question or something that make us stay in touch with the topic, then the explanation, and finally the practice of the topic.
Okay. Okay. What is
So
the code,
the
teacher?
goal, let me show you the goal. A second, because Quizzes is working. And
I
now
I will
Quizzes is
be
cool. Wait,
I will be a winner because I am alone. So
yeah, no matter your mistakes, you will be the first one.
yeah. Okay. All right.
222561.
Okay. It's a name related with my position. I heard Sir Robinson at the middle of the test. What happened? He. Oh, okay. Oi, oi. I have a time. Okay.
Yeah,
Uh,
the time is here on the screen.
okay. 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 Okay.
Okay, so let's analyze the question. I heard Rob's cell phone ring in the middle of the test. What happened? He, the verb is leave, the room immediately and was given a failing grade. So, what will be
Okay.
your answer?
Mm-hmm. Maybe he's supposed. This is- I
He
had to
had
leave.
to leave. I mean,
Uh,
the thing should have been really important for him to leave in the middle of a test, so he had no choice. He had to
uh,
leave.
okay. Okay. Have
Okay.
to leave. Okay.
And this one, 30 seconds again, and you need to pick the right answer. So John shouldn't have ignored the problem because it only got worse.
Se volvió peor.
Mhm. So I was supposed to go on vacation, but I didn't save enough money.
We are only. Ah, fuck.
What happened? I needed to stay. So the
Yeah.
teacher said, I needed to stay if I didn't want to.
Ah, okay.
En este caso sería lo contrario.
Yes.
I didn't have to stay or I didn't need to stay.
Inoquería. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Mhm.
The teacher recommended using a pencil until so you can erase wrong answers. Yes. I. Ah. Ah. Oh. Incorrect. Oh.
Okay. I should have followed his advice or I was supposed.
Ah. Okay. Both of them. Oh. Okay. I don't read the. So I choose one.
Yeah, but it was right. The one you answered was right. I should have followed his advice.
For. Okay.
Check this one.
I. Didn't have.
Yeah, I didn't have to do it so early, but I
I
wanted.
one.
Have you seen Stephen this morning? He's late for the test.
I think that is the needed. Ah, I'm stuck in this answer.
When you need to type, it's difficult for you.
Yes,
He
yes, yes,
was
yes.
supposed to meet me. O sea,
Me.
se suponía, es como cuando nosotros, por ejemplo, ¿hayas visto a Pedro? De hecho, no. Se suponía que íbamos a desayunar juntos, pero
Yeah.
no apareció. He was supposed to meet me for breakfast, but he didn't show up. This last one. When I got older, I blah 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 to solve my own problems.
Supposed to there.
What happened? I had to learn
That's all that.
to solve my problems. But in this case, I was supposed to learn to solve my own problems. It's also possible. I mean, it is
Even-
not the answer. It was expected for the game, but it's also a good answer.
Oh, okay. Okay. But now I understood all
Better?
with the mistake. Yes, with the mistake, I can learn more.
Okay. Now, we continue talking about modals. In this case, we are not going to use uh, phrase modals. Phrase modals are these ones was supposed or weren't expected. Was supposed to and was expected to. Those are the phrase modals. Now we're going to talk only about modals with multiple uses in past. Okay? Okay.
Okay.
So first we are going to talk about must, could, and might have. If you notice, we have the modal as we know them, must, could, and might, but then we have the word have.
Okay.
When they are accompanied by the word have and then the past participle of the verbs, those are past modals.
Okay.
I'm certain Banksy must have wanted to win that Oscar.
Okay.
People thought he could have been trying to get publicity for the movie, or that website hoax might have been planned by Banksy himself. In this case, we are talking about degrees of certainty. Degrees or levels of certainty is when we express how sure we are about something.
Okay.
When I use must, I'm almost 100% sure that it happened.
Okay.
When I use could and might, I'm 50% sure it was what happened. The difference here is that when I use might, I'm more, I don't know, it's what I think or what, I don't know how to say it in English, pero sería como yo estoy más inclinado a que esa sea la
Okay.
opción
Okay. Okay.
cuando utilizo, porque could y might ambos significan que esto podría haber pasado.
Es una posibilidad, sí.
Mhm. Let's imagine we have a friend. We both have a friend. And we are waiting for our friend at the entrance of the cinema.
Okay.
And he's not there. So we know our friend. We know our friend. And at the beginning, we say, okay, he could have been trapped in traffic because that's a possibility for everybody. If you arrive late, if you arrive late, you could have been trapped in traffic. It's
Okay.
a general.
Or might have been sleeping.
Yes, but as you know your friend and you know how he is, so you say, oh no, maybe he might have overslept.
Okay. Have.
He might have overslept because he's really lazy. But then,
Okay.
but then a friend that was with him earlier that day says, okay, I'm certain he must have had an accident because
Okay.
he was, I don't know, driving carelessly or his car was not working properly. So he is more certain about something because that person knows, I don't know, a piece of evidence or he has certain knowledge about the situation. So that person can use must have.
Must have. Okay. Okay. Teacher, but I have a question.
Yeah.
We need to use certain all the time?
Mm-mm.
No? Okay.
Mm-mm.
We when I use must, for example.
No, you can just say, okay, no, I don't know, we're talking about the situation. And you said, no, I don't think so. Maybe everybody is giving their opinions. So you say, okay, I don't think so. He or she must have had, I don't know, problems at home because I've known her for many years and she's not that rude.
Okay.
So you don't need to use certain all the time. Okay, that's to express levels of certainty.
Okay.
Now, to express obligation, advice, or opinions, we use should have in the past. For example, obligation. Banksy shouldn't have painted on others people's property.
Okay.
Advice. He should be more careful. And opinion. The magazine reader shouldn't have expected Banksy to reveal his identity just because of an article.
Okay. 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 Also notice how these models are used in the passive and continuous. Okay.
So in the passive, must have wanted,
Wanted, yes.
might
And
have been planned, should have painted, should have
In,
expected, but in continuous, could have been trying.
okay.
Questions about models?
What teacher?
Questions about past models?
I don't know. Oh, how to another one?
No. These ones are clear.
Okay.
I mean, what they are used for, the grammar is clear. Anything that you need to question, you need to
And
ask?
no.
Okay. Now, degrees of certainty range from very certain to uncertain. And this is a really B2 topic. When you learn how to use it, your conversations and your, I don't know, explanations are shorter because you avoid or stop explaining a lot of things in a sentence, and then you start using only the specific model that you need to express your level of knowledge of a situation.
Oh, okay, okay.
Very certain, what I told you about the almost 100%. To
Yes.
show that you think something was probable in the past, use must have, must not have, can have, or couldn't have. I'll go to the couldn't and can't in a moment. Jake had a stomachache last night after dinner. This first part is the information that we already know.
Okay.
Jake had a stomachache last night after dinner. So this is our assumption. He must have eaten too much. This is what we know, and this is what we suppose.
Sh- Okay.
Now, Sophia was at a movie with me last night. You couldn't have seen her at the mall. Cuando hacemos una
Okay.
afirmación y estamos casi que 100% seguros de que es así, utilizamos must have, o sea, debe haber sido esto o debe haber sido aquello. Pero cuando no es posible lo que la otra persona está diciendo, no utilizamos mustn't, utilizamos can o couldn't.
Okay.
O sea,
Okay.
Sofía estuvo conmigo en el cine anoche. Es
No pudo.
imposible, tú no pudiste haberla visto en el centro comercial. O sea, es imposible que la hayas visto,
Ah,
¿sí? Entonces,
but couldn't is for all ideas. Or for example, you can have. You can.
you can have seen her, you couldn't have seen her. Both have the same meaning, but yeah, usually couldn't is more polite.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
So when I use can't or couldn't, is because I'm 100% about something.
Right.
Uncertain. To show that you
One
think
hundred
something was
percent.
possible in the past, use could have, may have, might have, may not have, or might not have. For example, Junho is usually here by now. He could, may, or might have missed the bus this morning. Tanya was supposed to meet me before school. She may or might not have gotten the message.
Okay.
Mira que en el primero de nosotros para hablar de algo muy general, de algo que podría pasarle a todo el mundo, como es perder el bus y por lo tanto no llegar a tiempo, utilizamos could, may or might. Aquí estamos hablando,
Okay.
Tanya was supposed to meet me before school. O sea, se suponía que me iba a reunir con Tania antes
Yes.
de la escuela, ¿sí? Pero aquí utilizamos
Sí.
may or might solamente, porque es que creemos que de verdad esto fue lo que puede haber pasado, con base en mi conocimiento de Tania, su personalidad, sus hábitos, she might not have gotten the message. ¿Sí? O sea, para que no
Ah,
haya llegado, es porque seguramente no leyó, o sea, no le llegó el mensaje. De lo
um,
contrario, hubiera estado ahí. ¿Clear?
clear. Because es como la percepción que yo tengo con base a lo que sé, lo que habíamos dicho antes.
Exactamente, con base en mi conocimiento, ya sea de la personalidad, los hábitos, sí, digamos, cuando desaparece una persona, ¿sí? Sí, que es como una situación súper complicada y uno ve mucho estos modales en ese tipo de programas de resolver misterios o de resolver desapariciones o de resolver crímenes, porque todo el mundo empieza a suponer que pudo pasar.
Desde su conocimiento, sí.
Okay, a person disappeared. So the first thing police said, okay, maybe she could have gone by herself. She didn't want to be here anymore. She didn't want to live this life anymore. She didn't want this job anymore. So she decided to leave.
Ujú,
And then the family and friends start, okay, that's not possible. She couldn't have lived. She can't have lived. She loved her family. She loved her dogs. She loved her life. So it's not possible. For the family, that's not possible. But
ujú.
then another people say, okay, she could have been kidnapped.
What is the meaning of keep now?
When when somebody else take you away,
Oh, okay. Ah,
uh,
wrap it? Like,
yeah, similar to that. But when somebody take you away and keeps you in a place,
okay. Okay.
that's kidnapping.
Keep snapping.
Or some other people say, okay, I don't know, there have been a lot of incidents and a lot of women have been found killed, so she might have been killed by a serial killer.
Okay.
So you see, they start checking several, but so everybody talks from their knowledge.
Okay.
Okay, to give opinions or advice, there are greater numbers of modals available. They could be for present or past situation. Present or future use must, have got, had better, or should. Parents have got to monitor the shows their children watch.
I've got to- Oh, okay, teacher, but the use of in this case have plus uh, past simple past, yes. For example, in this example, parent have got use.
No. In this
Oh.
case, have to and have got to is because have got is really
Ah, okay. Is the okay.
is the complete expression, and have got is more common in the American English.
Oh, okay.
The kids had better not spend so much time indoors playing computer games.
Okay. Had not better
Had
not.
better not.
Okay. Okay.
Again, aquí hablamos de ciertos niveles o de ciertos degrees. Must es algo, es una obligación, o sea, es un
Yes, yes.
deber. Must es un deber, ¿sí? I must
Yes.
work, I must study, I must save money. Es un deber, ¿sí? Si tú no lo
Uh,
haces, pues las consecuencias son únicamente para ti, ¿sí?
yeah.
Pero have y have got son mandatory. Son cosas que yo tengo que hacer. Entonces ya no son deberes, son obligaciones. Y si yo no
No.
cumplo estas obligaciones, usualmente hay una consecuencia,
Okay.
¿sí? Por ejemplo, I have to pay the bills. If I,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I must work. Yo debo trabajar si quiero ganar dinero. But I could get money doing other things. I don't know, asking money for friends or getting into a loan. I don't know. Yeah,
Oh, yes.
but I must work. But I have to pay bills. If I don't do it, I'm going to get the service cut off.
Okay.
Yeah. For example,
Okay.
I must study a degree at university.
But I don't have to do that. It's not
But
a
for example, I have to respect the traffic lights. If not, I can get a ticket. I mean, if I don't study of at university, the consequences are for me. I'm not going to get a good payment, a good job position. But if I don't respect a red light, I'm going to get a ticket. So
okay.
there is a consequence, not personal consequence, but some other consequences. Had better or had better not is that expression in English, in Spanish, más vale, más te vale.
Eso es como sugerencia de amenaza.
Yes. You'd better organize your room before your parents arrive.
Yes. Okay.
And should, that's for advice. Should is always for advice.
Advice.
For example, you should deliver all your assignments on time. You can do it or not.
Okay. I should do it.
But for example, in the case of advanced level, you'd better do it on time because you won't have any remaining opportunity or time or opportunity. Can you see the difference?
Okay. Yes. Yes, teacher.
Now, use should have or should not have for opinions or advice in the past. I should have listened to the advice my parents gave me about having a healthy lifestyle, or we should not have ignored the science warnings about global warming. Any questions before our last practice?
No, no. It's a lot of information, but I guess I understand. I
Okay,
understand.
so for our last practice, let's go to Kahoot. I'm going to show you the pin in a minute.
Ah, okay. It's Kahoot because in the QR is quiz.
I led you to quizzes.
Yes. Yes, teacher.
Oh, sorry.
But what is the PM teacher?
It's loading.
Ah, okay. Loading game.
202196.
196. But
What I can tell you is that, as I told you before, when you get to manage these topics, those models or how to manage those models is one of the characteristics of a B2 level because you are
oh,
able to talk about past possible actions, regrets, hypothetical situations in the past, and suppositions about the past.
okay, okay. I will practice
Yeah.
about these topics. So get ready. Models will evil with multiple use. Dun, 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 dun. Akira did come to the party last night. I wonder why. I'm not sure she.
Very good. She could have been sick, I guess.
Is.
The
Yes,
key here is I guess. I don't know, but for maybe when you miss a party, that's one plausible possible situation.
yeah. Two. Where is my umbrella? It will rise. Oh, I'm sorry, my sister. Mm,
My sister must have taken it.
like,
Why must? Because couldn't is not the right answer. And I know my sister just went out.
yes. When he say, "I'm sorry," you like I got a terrible cramp in my leg while I was jogging yesterday home. I hmm, Debbie,
You must not have done your
you stretch
stretches
properly.
properly first. She might not heard you the first time.
Uh,
Mhm.
we saw an example of this situation.
Marianne wasn't at work yesterday. Was she sick? Well, she couldn't have been too sick. I saw her at the park.
Yes.
So I say couldn't have because I know where she was.
Yes. Yeah, that's right.
So, oh, it's a
Oh,
surprise. Ryan.
Theories one.
Second, Mariah. And finally, our winner of
But,
today's
but
session.
I have a good streak. Five answers. Five.
Five
¿Cómo se dice?
right answers, a good score. Five good answers, five right answers, but you were faster.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, Brian. That will be all for today. I don't know if you have any comments or questions about the topic, something that you.
No, no, teacher. I have some trouble with. I had some troubles with the with now with no with now with multiple use no with the first with past models and present models of obligation. I'm, I was confused, but I understood the correct use. So I need to practice with
More.
this
Mhm.
topic. For example, I am on time in this topic. I made activity the first part of this week. The first part was talking about the family and non-clause after B.
And now you're moving
So
towards modals.
yes,
Okay.
and now
I'm going to post the recording, today's recording, maybe tonight or tomorrow morning. With the recordings, I usually, or no, usually not all the time, I paste or post some links with
okay,
drilling activities. Drilling
okay,
activities are these type of repetitive activities in which you need to use the topic
the top,
one and one and one again. So the idea
okay,
is that you check those links and try to solve them. Because in the first topics of today, what I mean, the grammar is really simple. You have
yes,
the modal, you have the verb have, and then the
the
past
structure.
participle. The grammar
Oh,
structure is really simple. You are already familiarized with them, with it.
yeah,
But the thing is the meaning. When
yes,
I
the
say
meaning.
this, the meaning is I did it or I didn't do it.
Yeah, and the context. You need to understand the context because if you don't understand, you could use the incorrect. the incorrect, well, the incorrect
Modal.
model.
Hmm.
Yes,
The correct,
that was
incorrect past modal or incorrect phrasal modal. So
yeah.
those drillings help you a lot to do what we did in the practice. Ah, okay, I selected this one, but the idea was the other one.
But yes, yes, with time to
Yeah,
pause and think
yeah,
about the question.
yeah. So you will have the drilling exercises there just for you to practice. See you next
Okay,
week. I hope you have time to join next week.
the same for you, teacher. Bye bye.
Bye bye.